With an army of monsters before him and a crazed A-ranker at his back, Jinwoo knows he can't hide his abilities any longer. He turns his gaze to the approaching horde of ice elves and utters the one word that changes everything. Arise! For the very first time, we witness the true horrifying power of the Shadow Monarch. From the snow-covered ground, his loyal knight Igris erupts, followed by a legion of shadow soldiers. The other hunters can only stare, their minds unable to process what they're seeing, as a supposed E-ranker commands an army of the dead. This is the moment solo leveling changes forever. If you thought Season 1 pushed Jinwoo to his limits, you haven't seen anything yet. When we last saw him, he had just conquered the job change quest, emerging as a necromancer, a class whose true potential is both unknown and terrifying. Season 2 throws him into situations that don't just test his limits, they shatter him entirely. This is the season where Jinwoo stops being a player and truly begins his transformation into the Shadow Monarch. So let's break down the two arcs that started it all. Jinwoo's first real trial begins as a simple C-rank raid, officially overseen by the prestigious White Tiger Guild. He joins to give his sister's friend, Han Sung-yi, a taste of a hunter's life, bringing his loyal companion Yoo Jin-ho along. The party is rounded out by seasoned hunters, including a cocky A-ranker named Kim Chol, who looks down on them all. For a team this stacked, a C-rank gate should be a walk in the park. But they were dead wrong. The moment the last hunter steps through the portal, it snaps shut and glows a sinister blood red. The exit is gone. All communication is severed. They are trapped inside a red gate, one of the most feared phenomena in the hunter world. The only way out is to kill the final boss. The world inside is a vast frozen tundra. Panic erupts instantly, and the arrogant A-ranker Kim Chol makes a fatal decision. Believing strength is all that matters, he ditches Jinwoo, Jin-ho, and Sung-yi, taking the stronger hunters with him and leaving the weak members to die. While Kim Chol's group is systematically picked off by monstrous ice bears and ice elves, Jinwoo's small group thrives. He provides enchanted gear, conjures food from his inventory, and radiates a calm that seems impossible. The true terror begins when Kim Chol, the lone traumatized survivor of his party, stumbles back to them, leading the dungeon's master right to their camp. An army of ice elves, led by their intelligent king, Baraka. After effortlessly neutralizing the delusional Kim Chol, Jinwoo unleashes his shadow soldiers. The ensuing fight is breathtaking. The Ice Elf King Baraka is so fast and powerful that even Igris struggles. In a moment of cold battlefield genius, Jinwoo extracts the shadow of the A-ranker he just killed. He names the massive hulking shadow Iron. This new tank is a game changer, and it is Iron's colossal warhammer that lands the final brutal blow on Baraka, shattering the Ice Elf King. But in a humbling moment, Jinwoo learns he cannot extract Baraka's shadow, a stark reminder that even he has limits. How do you top surviving a frozen hell? For Jinwoo, the next challenge is infinitely more personal. The system dangles the ultimate reward, a key to the Dragon Castle, an instant S-rank dungeon. The prize for clearing all 100 floors is the Holy Water of Life, an elixir that can cure any disease, including the eternal slumber that has held his mother in a coma for years. This quest isn't about power, it's about family. He steps into the ominous dungeon completely alone. The Demon Castle is a brutal 100-floor gauntlet teeming with powerful demons, each level exponentially harder than the last. The lower floors become a merciless slaughterhouse, where he levels up at an astonishing rate. Along his ascent, he even gains an unexpected guide in the Demon Noble, Esul Radiru, who witnesses his overwhelming power and wisely decides to lead him to the Demon King's throne room. Finally, Jinwoo reaches the 100th floor and comes face to face with Baran, the Demon King and Monarch of White Flames. Baran is on another level entirely, commanding a legion of demons and wielding lightning that can incinerate Jinwoo's strongest shadows in a single flash. The final battle is apocalyptic. Jinwoo unleashes his entire army, but Baran's magic relentlessly vaporizes them. The fight becomes a brutal war of attrition, with Jinwoo constantly on the verge of collapse, draining his mana to resurrect his shadows. For a moment, it looks like he has finally met his match, but the thought of his mother pushes him past his breaking point. In one last desperate gambit, he channels all his power, grief, and determination into a single devastating uppercut that completely obliterates the Demon King. The battle is won. He crafts the holy water of life and rushes to the hospital. In a quiet, emotionally charged scene, he administers the elixir to his mother. After years of silence, Park Kyung-hee finally opens her eyes. These two arcs weren't just about survival. They were about the birth of the Shadow Army. The Red Gate gave Jinwoo his first true command experience and a formidable new tank. The Demon Castle provided the real upgrades. After defeating the High Orc Shaman, Kargalgan, he extracted Tusk, a hulking master of destructive magic. Tusk immediately became the long-range artillery for his army, a living cannon of devastating power. Then, after slaying a giant armored wyvern, he raised Kaisel from its corpse. This shadow gave Jinwoo a formidable flying mount, granting him dominion over the skies and a new level of battlefield mobility. He went from a warrior with a few soldiers to a true monarch commanding infantry, mages, and an air force. The Red Gate proved Jinwoo was a brilliant battlefield commander, but the Demon Castle was all heart. He fought through 100 floors of hell, not for fame, but for family. He walked away with incredible new soldiers, like his magic cannon Tusk and a freaking wyvern mount in Kaisel. But most importantly, he got his mom back. Now, he's an official S-ranker, a being of unimaginable power, and the most powerful guilds in the world are knocking at his door. His days of hiding are over, but as his power grows, darker and more ancient forces are finally starting to notice him. What was your favorite moment from these arcs? The first iconic arise or the final punch against the Demon King? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. Thanks for watching.